Happy birthday, Pisces Aries! How's everyone? Hopefully your month is going well so far. We're going to check out what's going on for the next year for you guys. Um, Not only is it your birthday, it's the Zodiac's birthday, so we're going to celebrate that as well. Also, it's a new moon in Pisces, and so that should be pretty interesting. And then, what else was I going to say? Oh yeah, springtime. You guys bring in the spring. How lovely. So, we're going to check out your underlying energies and see what's going on. You guys have the High Priestess. So, looks like intuition is going to be a big part of your year. You guys are going to want to pay attention to anything that's coming in that you wouldn't normally expect to think. Like, that's how I kind of figure intuition is little messages that come in that you wouldn't even expect to think of. So, your underlying energy for the chakra deck is dissipating. And so, these are an interesting pairing because the High Priestess is all about intuition and higher knowledge and that kind of a thing. And dissipating is kind of living in a fantasy rather than reality. So, it could also be wasting a lot of time. So, if you have a goal in mind, especially in your mind's eye with the High Priestess, it feels like maybe you're not going towards that goal because you are doing other things that are wasting your time. So think about that. What else can we see from this? It kind of feels like, too, you could be thinking a lot about what you didn't do or what you haven't done. That kind of a feeling, which can be kind of negative in that it's kind of, how do I explain it? Your intentions are not what you should have them as to move you forward. And so you're going to want to use your intuition here and see where maybe you're holding yourself back. Okay, so that's for underlying energies. We're going to start off with the main theme of the year. You guys have Destiny and King of Cups. So this is a beautiful pairing. It is your destiny to become very emotionally stable and very abundant. So if you were worried about those kinds of things, it is in your destiny, so that's really good. The only thing I'm worried about then is with your underlying energies that maybe you aren't doing what you need to do, which you already know you need to do to get you to this place of the King of Cups. So it is suggested with the dissipating card to see in your mind's eye where you want to be, and then that can help you move forward to the next step. So like meditation on what you want to see yourself doing. And with the High Priestess, I can't even deny that. Like, that's pretty much what it's trying to tell you is you need to see it to believe it, kind of thing. And I don't mean in reality, I mean in your mind's eye, to make it reality. I hope that makes some sense. So, that's the main theme of the year, is King of Cups, which is high abundance and a solid emotional state and full of love and definitely being the king of your castle. So that's really good. All right, so opening messages for you guys is the Quest and the Princess of Pentacles. So it feels like you guys are moving towards either a new business opportunity or a new person. It may actually involve travel. But it looks really spiritual also. So it feels like you need to take some kind of a trip, and that could be, again, in your mind's eye, towards this learning about new ways to make money, new ways to invest money. It could also even be just learning how to start being a little more grounded and feel a little more comfortable in your own skin, especially if you're younger. Because if you're just starting out in the world, it can be a little daunting. So, and I don't mean like a child, I mean like moving out of your parents' house, that kind of a thing, getting your first job, that kind of a thing. So, again, see it in your mind's eye, know what you want to see there, and then allow that to come in naturally. I don't see either one of these people pushing towards that. It's just happening naturally. So that's a really good energy to have for the beginning of your year. So these are actions you need to take. Creation and strength. So this is a beautiful pairing. I'm just going to show the tarots up front here. So you need to create, and I again feel like it's in your mind's eye, but it could also be now you're moving towards creating it in reality, because remember, we don't want to be stuck in a fantasy. We want to start creating our reality. So creating could be literally an artistic thing, but I feel more like it's a creation of your own strength, your own inner strength, and moving towards this feeling of abundance. You could also be taming yourself a little bit. So maybe if you were always in a fantasy type feeling, now you're going to tame yourself and become more grounded and feel a lot more in touch with spirit too, because I see with this above their heads, and creation is got this smoke around it. I feel like something's helping you, probably spirit, become stronger and realize that it is within you to create, and you're going to feel stronger doing it now because it's going to bring abundance. So this is like the student of a business or learning how to make money, that kind of feeling. And the King of Cups being fully abundant is like the professor. That doesn't mean that you are going to be a professor. It just means that you are learning so much about being abundant, being grounded, being emotionally stable, and very strong. This is a really positive reading, you guys. So now we do have obstacles, because there's always going to be an obstacle. Obstacle is Gossip and Ace of Wands. So that's an interesting pairing. It feels like you're going to have some adversaries around you. They're not going to be too happy with your new abundance, your new strength. They're going to kind of try and thwart whatever you're up to, obviously a new, very creative start. And even this lady is holding a paintbrush in her hand, so I feel like it's so creative what you're doing. And these people are jealous. So it feels like you're moving up to the top kind of a feeling, and other people around you are getting frustrated or jealous, or they're going to try and make silly rumors about you or whatever, anything they can do to try and hold you back from moving forward in such a positive way. And that seems to happen a lot. And I don't understand why people near you would be, and this is just in general, not just you, just people won't help you succeed. They always have to try and stop you from succeeding or be jealous because you've succeeded, or that kind of feeling. So just realize that that has nothing to do with you. That's their own insecurities. And I think you should just keep moving forward with this really creative thing that you're doing, because it is bringing you abundance. It is bringing you strength, and you're learning a lot. So I think this is a really great spread for your whole year, guys. So this is the parting message: impatience and 8 of Cups. So it feels like it's just telling you not to give up. Don't get impatient. Just keep moving towards what you're doing and stay in that reality zone. Try not to go back to fantasy. Try not to go and waste all your time on TV and video games and that kind of a thing, but keep your creative juices flowing. And you can get impatient, but I think that the only reason you would walk away is because you're impatient. Because look, these two moons are like, it's the same setting, it's the same person. So the only reason this person is leaving is because they're getting impatient. I think that that's you. And I really think that it's telling you, just don't get too impatient. This is near the end of the year too. So like, no matter what, this guy is still working on it, and Spirit is helping him. You may feel really alone, but you're working towards what's good for you. You're working to create your reality, and you can already see it in your mind's eye. So don't give up. Don't be impatient. If you really feel like it's not working, you can definitely try something different, but Spirit is guiding you here, so it may be a little emotional, but I think you're really strong here. So as long as you can be patient, I don't think you'll be walking away from anything. So it's a very interesting spread for your birthday. I did pull one more card for you, and I'm not going to show you what deck it is because it's not a divination deck. Like, it's not a tarot or oracle or anything like that. It's actually made by the government, my government, the Canadian government. No, even less than that. But I just want to give you this card because this is what came up. And it says, think positively, focus on your strengths and what you can do to recover. So if at any point you're feeling that impatience, you feel like you just want to walk away, think positively, because this is so important. Sevens are a spiritual number, but they can also be a difficult card. So some kind of sticky situation or rough energy in some kind of way. So like I said, if you're ever feeling like you're not on the right path, or you're getting a little impatient, or anything like that, think positively, because that's really going to help you out. Okay, guys? So, I hope this gives you some insight. I really like the spread. It looks really, really good to me, as long as you don't get impatient and you stay in reality rather than turning towards wasting time with video games and TV and that kind of a thing. Keep on your creative path. Do what you want to do that you love, that's going to get you towards your goals. And your goal is this King of Cups. Remember, abundance. So, it looks really good, guys. I think you have one of the best birthday spreads I've seen so far. So, have a really good birthday. Party safe. Make sure y'all get home safe. And I'll see you for April's read. Take care, guys.